Maybe you've forgotten your. I'm going to walk you through some of the most common problems you might encounter and show you how to solve them. First thing you should try is the forgot password link, and you can find that by going to the upper right hand corner here and clicking on log in. That will bring you to the login page. You can do this even if you've never logged into apfa.org or are unsure if you even have an account with us. You would just go here and type in your employee ID number. We're going to type in 99954. It's one of our test accounts. And you would put your email address in there. So if I had the correct email address for this, it would send an email to that address where I could reset the password link. But I'm going to actually intentionally put in a wrong email to see what happens here. So I'm going to put in rockstar@mail.com and see what happens. Okay, we get a message that something's not matching. Either the email isn't correct or the employee ID number, something isn't matching right there. But you'll see I have a link to update my email address. So I'm going to do that right away. We can put in the name, which in this test account is testing, and then the last name is the employee ID number in this case. In your case, of course, it would be your real first name and last name. And I'll put in the new email address. I'm an APFA tester at mail.com. And you put in your employee ID number and the date of birth. And click reset email. You'll get a confirmation that your email address has been updated successfully. So now we can use the back button and we can actually go ahead and reset the password for that if that's what we're needing to do. So we'll click back. And here we are on the forgot password screen. So again, if you knew your email address, you would have done this in the first place. You just put in your employee ID number and the email address on file. And since we have the correct one now, we'll see what the response is in this case. Get a nice confirmation message at the top that an email has been sent to the address that we entered. So that means the address we have on file matches the one that I've just entered. Everything is all set. So now we can go check that email address and see what happened over there. See, in this email account, I have two messages. The first one is that the email address has been updated. So we can look at that one. That was the first step that we did. We added our new email address to the system. Email address with APFA has been changed. We have a confirmation of that. And then we have the second part of it when we went ahead and asked for a reset of our password. Okay, and here's what that message looks like. A request to reset your password and member link has been received. Please click here to complete the process and reset your password. So we'll go ahead and click here and see what happens. Well, it brings you to this page where you can enter your new password. Put this in and click submit. Here we get a nice confirmation that the password has been reset successfully, and you can click here to go to the login screen. Do all of that. I will note that this is still here to change your password. You don't have to do that again. Once you see the yellow message up at the top, you're all ready to go. You can click here and go to the login screen. And here you can type in your employee ID number again and the new password. Click log in. You'll know you're logged in because you have my account up here. You no longer have the login button. If you have any trouble at this point, if you've been successful in, first of all, resetting your password, if you got that link, then you're home free, right? If you had some trouble with your email address and you were able to put in a new email address and then go ahead and reset your password, then you should be all set. If you're still having trouble at that time, if you've run into a situation where you put in your login information, it brings you back to the login screen. Just enter it one more time or go to apfa.org and click the login button again. Try that again. That should usually resolve that. It does happen every now and then. But that should be most of the big problems. If you're still having trouble beyond that, you'll want to give us a call.